Welcome back to the channel and thank you for watching. Yesterday, Bill Cosby was found liable at a civil trial for a sexual assault on a 16-year-old that happened in Los Angeles in 1975. The jury ruled that he must pay the victim, now 64 years of age, $500,000, equivalent to around £407,000 in damages. The comedian, once known to many as America's Dad, had his reputation shattered in 2018 when he was convicted of drugging and molesting a woman in his home in 2004 and sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison, although that conviction was overturned last year. His conviction was overturned by Pennsylvania's Supreme Court and he was released from prison after serving nearly 3 years. In this trial, however, jurors were shown a videotaped deposition from 2016 from the late Playboy founder Hugh Hefner, who was a close friend of Cosby in the 1970s. He said it would have been very unusual to allow underage girls inside the mansion. But being a civil trial with accusations from many years ago, many people will ask the question about the statute of limitations, which I'll come back to in just a few minutes, so make sure you watch to the end of the video. More than 50 women came forward with allegations against Bill Cosby, and the civil case in Santa Monica was the first to go to trial and represented one of the last remaining actions against him. And whilst the claim was filed in 2014, it was of course delayed by the criminal proceedings. One unusual twist is that Cosby was not required to appear in person at the trial and never did. But the court also saw a deposition from 2015 in which he said that he did not remember her and would not have pursued sex with a minor. So then naturally many of you will ask about the statute of limitations and whether or not cases should be allowed to be brought after 47 years. Now, in the United Kingdom, for indictable only offences there is no time limit, but for summary only offences there's a strict time limit of 6 months. And for most civil cases in the United Kingdom the time limit is 6 years, although personal injury is even shorter than that. The judge in the case against Cosby, however, ruled that some changes in the law allowed the statute of limitations to move forward to allow this case to proceed to trial. So why is there a statute of limitations in the first place? Well, there's a number of reasons for this. For one thing, memories can fade and even a convincing witness can still be mistaken or misremember something. And of course, over time, memories fade. On the other hand, some evidence, such as DNA evidence, can take decades before that actually gets analysed, so it can be sitting in a lab somewhere, not having been examined and not having proved anything at all. Another reason for limitations is that of fairness, in that it should not ordinarily be fair for somebody to bring a case so long after the event. But in some cases, such as this one here, the judge ruled that certain changes in the law allowed this statute of limitations to move forward. Just as in personal injury cases in the United Kingdom, if there is a very good reason, then the Limitation Act 1980 does provide a narrow opportunity to extend those ordinary, very strict time limits. Many people in the United States have fought to change the statute of limitations, and many have resisted it. The Catholic Church, for example, has lobbied against proposals to change child assault cases in several states. Many legal experts argue that these laws exist to protect defendants, for example from faded memories such as I've said earlier, and many argue that it should change because certain evidence, such as DNA evidence, can take decades to be analysed and actually prove the truth of what happened. Cosby's lawyers have reportedly said that he's going to appeal the decision, so this might not be the end of the matter after all. But as usual, I will come back and follow up on events and inform you on here in simple, digestible videos. So in the meantime, please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching.